Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today I have floor yoga. We will not get off the floor. This is a great gentle practice if you just need to stretch, having a hard day where you don't want to get up and moving. This practice is perfect for it. You don't need anything unless you want an optional block or maybe some large books just to help support your practice where needed. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to come lying down on our back, starting in Shavasana. Our leg's going to go out long, but place your hand on your heart, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, relaxing everything. Let your feet hang down, hang out to the side. Let go of anything that's been bothering you. And allow yourself this time for just you. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. Feel your hands move with every inhale and exhale you take. Notice if your breath is heavy, fast, or slow. Just notice how you feel, and then put that together with your breath. See if you can slow your thoughts, allowing them all to just go through one ear and out the other, not lingering on them. Letting go of the day you had, or what you have to come today. Letting go of the to-do list. And allowing yourself to just be here. When you're ready, draw your knees up into your chest, giving them a hug. Just rocking side to side, massaging that lower back. And then when you're ready, bring your arms to a T. Drop your knees to the right, taking your gaze to the left. Come back up through center. Drop your knees to the left, taking your gaze to the right. Come back up through center. Drop your feet down to the mat. Bring your arms down by your side. Plant your hands into the mat. And then on your inhale, slowly begin to lift your hips up off the mat. Lower back, middle back. Coming, resting onto your shoulders. Just warming up our back here. When you're ready, slowly release. This time, inhale, rise up, coming into bridge pose. Exhale to release. And again, inhale, lift up to bridge pose. This time you can stay here, or maybe you walk your shoulder blades closer together, interlacing your hands underneath your back, rooting them pinky fingers down into the mat. When you're ready, release your hands. Slowly lower all the way down onto the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. From here, begin rocking up and down your back. Taking several rocks, having fun with this. Feeling that stretch on your back. Feeling the movement here. And then when you're ready, if you can, make your way going straight into tabletop. If you have to, just sit up and make your way into tabletop. however you need to get there. Checking our alignment, hands in line with shoulders, knees in line with hips. Coming into a cat-cow child's pose here. Inhale, drop your stomach towards your mat. Take your chest and gaze up. On your exhale, lift your spine. Send your hips back into child's pose. Inhale, come up through center, coming into that cow pose. Stomach down towards your mat, chest and gaze up. Exhale, lift your back, gaze to the top of your thighs, send your hips back, child's pose. Inhale, come up through cow pose. Exhale, lift up to cat. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, lift up, cat pose, sink your hips back, child's pose. Take a few more, going at your own pace, following your breath. Go as fast or as slow as you need to. If this doesn't work for you, maybe you just take the traditional cat-cow. Or maybe you just work on swaying your hips side to side. Or maybe you just hang out in child's pose. Listen to what your body needs, what it wants, and what feels the best to you. Taking one more cycle, we'll meet in child's pose. When you're ready, come up to tabletop. Walk your arms about arm's length in front of you. Bring your heart to the earth, keeping your hips up in the air, heart to earth pose. Dropping your chin down to the mat if it reaches, if not, no big deal. Feeling a stretch in your upper back here. And then when you're ready, make your way up. Keeping your hands where they are, take that right hand, thread it underneath your right elbow, coming to rest on your right shoulder, right ear. Left hand can stay out for support, or maybe you take and lift that left arm up towards the ceiling, or maybe you wrap it around that right hip. When you're ready, plant that left hand down, unthread the needle, opening up towards that right side wall. Plant the right hand down. Left arm comes underneath your right elbow this time, coming to rest on that left shoulder, left ear. Right hand stays out to support you, or whatever variation you did on the other side. Maybe you took that arm up, or maybe you wrapped it to your left hip this time. When you're ready, bring that right hand down. Unthread the needle, opening up towards that side wall. Plant the left hand down. Bring your heart back to the mat, coming back into puppy pose, heart to earth. And then when you're ready, come back tabletop, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, checking that your knees are in line with your hips. From here, send that right leg out long. Drop it down to the mat and begin to rock back and forth, coming into a calf stretch. When you're ready, find stillness, coming back to center, shoulder in line with your wrist. Lift that left leg up, toes pointing down towards the mat. Stay here, or challenge your balance by lifting that left hand up, as if you're shaking somebody's hand, thumb pointing towards the ceiling. Use your core here to help with your balance, finding a gaze. Imagine someone pulling that left hand and your right leg, feeling the stretch. From here, plant the left hand in the center of the mat. Turn that left leg to the side. Right arm's going to come up for modified side plank. Feeling a stretch in that right side body. Come back to center. Center yourself back on the mat. Send that right leg out long again. Then take your right leg to the outside of your right hand, coming into lizard pose here. Hands can stay. You can keep your hands on the mat. You can drop down to your forearms, or if you have a block or a book, maybe you come down to the block or the book. When you're ready, make your way back up onto your hands. Walk that right foot into the center in between your thumbs. Straighten that right leg, sending your hips back in line with your left knee. Straightening that right leg, half splits. Keep your hands out in front of you, or maybe you bring them underneath your shoulders. What feels best to you? To make it deeper, you'll walk your hands out. Inhale, find length in your back. Exhale, fold over that right leg. When you're ready, make your way back into that low lunge, putting a bend into your right knee. Plant the left hand down, right arm's gonna come up, opening up into a twist. When you're ready, bring your right hand down. Send that right leg back, coming back into tabletop. Set yourself up. And then when you're ready, send that left leg out. Toes pointing down towards the mat. Drop that left foot down and begin rocking back and forth, coming into your calf stretch. And then when you're ready, come back to stillness. Shoulders in line with your wrists. Lift the left foot up, toes pointing down. Stay here, or maybe you lift that right arm up this time. Feeling the length in your back. Imagine somebody pulling your right hand, left leg. And then when you're ready, bring your right hand to the center. Turn that right leg out. Coming into modified side plank, left arm goes up. Feeling the stretch in the left side body. When you're ready, come back tabletop, setting yourself up. Take that left leg back behind you and then step it to the outside of your left hand, coming into lizard pose, your variation. Staying on your hands, dropping down to your forearms, or if you have the block, use the block or a book, whatever you have. Anything that can give you a little bit of lift and it's sturdy enough to hold you up. When you're ready, make your way back onto your hands. Walk your left foot in between your thumbs. Straighten that left leg, sending your hips back, folding over that left leg. Half splits. Make your way back into that low lunge. Plant the right hand down, left arm goes up, opening up towards that left side wall, coming into a twist. When you're ready, bring the left hand down. Send that left leg back. Send your hips back, child's pose. When you're ready, make your way up. Send your legs to the side, send them out long. Take your legs out in front of you. Toes pointing towards the ceiling, sitting up tall. On your inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, taking your hands to your shins, your ankles, your feet. If you have a strap, maybe you use the strap or something that resembles a strap, a towel, a tie, anything that you can use to help you feel a deep stretch in your legs and your lower back. When you're ready, walk your hands up so you come to a seated position, and we're going to come into a wide leg. Take your legs out wide, but take your left leg in. So your left leg's touching the right inner thigh. From here, take your right hand to your right shin, your ankle or your foot. Take your left arm overhead, coming into a left side body stretch. Make your way back up through center. Take your right hand to your left knee. Left arm goes back behind you for a twist. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, take it just a little deeper, taking that gaze over your left shoulder. Come back through to center. Take your left leg out long. Right foot comes to the left inner thigh this time. Left hand comes to your shin, your ankle or your foot. Right arm reaches overhead. Come back up through center. Left hand to right knee, right arm reaches back behind you for your twist. Inhale to find length in your back. Exhale, take that gaze over your right shoulder. Come back through to center. Take both legs out long. Again, if you have your block, feel free to use it here. We're going to take and walk our hands forward, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Whether you're on your hands, maybe you drop down to your forearms, maybe you come all the way down. If not, maybe you take a block and place the block underneath your head so you can fully relax here. If you don't have a block, no big deal. When you're ready, walk your hands back up. Set the block to the side if you have one, and make your way down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest, giving them a hug. Rocking a little side to side. And then take the soles of your feet together, placing them down onto the mat, coming into reclined Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand tight to your belly. Noticing how you feel now than you did at the beginning of the practice. What's changed? Coming back to noticing your breath. Is it different from when you started? Choose to stay here, or maybe make your way out into Shavasana, spreading your legs out wide, this time taking your arms down by your side. Letting one big breath go, taking one big inhale, and then exhale to let it go. Choose to stay here for as long as you'd like, as long as you can. Thank you so much for joining me today. To each of you, I say namaste.